Hello, awakened soul. If you've arrived here, it wasn't by chance. The universe conspired for you to find this message exactly when you need it most. There's something deeply special happening in your nighttime life, something that conventional science cannot explain, but that your soul recognizes as true. Have you been dreaming of faces you've never seen before, but that awaken in you a familiarity so intense it hurts in your chest? Do these people appear in your dreams like old friends, lost, loves, or dear family members, even though they're complete strangers to your conscious mind? If this resonates with you, prepare yourself, because what I'm about to reveal today will completely transform your understanding of who you really are and what your true purpose is in this existence. I know exactly how you feel when you wake up from these dreams. There's an inexplicable longing, a deep nostalgia for someone your rational mind insists you've never met. You question whether you're imagining things, if there's something wrong with you, or if these experiences have some deeper meaning. Let me tell you something that will ease your heart. You're not crazy, you're not imagining, and there's definitely nothing wrong with you. In fact, these experiences are clear signs that you are one of the chosen ones, an ancient soul with extraordinary capabilities that most people can't even comprehend. These dreams are not random products of your imagination. They are sacred portals through which your expanded consciousness accesses interdimensional memories and past life connections. You're about to discover a truth that will validate every mystical experience you've ever had and reveal the magnificent purpose behind each dream encounter with these familiar strangers. Let's dive deeply into the mystery that has touched your soul in inexplicable ways. Dreaming of familiar strangers is one of the most sacred and revealing experiences that an awakened consciousness can live. We're not talking about common dreams or random processing of daily information. We're talking about interdimensional communications, reconnections with fragments of your own spiritual essence scattered through time and space. When you dream of these unknown faces that awaken deep emotions, your soul is literally navigating through the layers of the Akashic field, accessing records of past existences, future connections, and spiritual contracts established long before you were born in this dimension. These dream encounters are living evidence that you possess an active multidimensional consciousness, a rare capacity that marks you as one of the chosen for special missions in this incarnation. Think about your childhood for a moment. You were always different, weren't you? Even as a small child, you felt things that other children didn't feel, saw beyond what was obvious, had an intuitive understanding of the world that surprised the adults around you. Perhaps you were called an old child or ancient soul, and now you understand why. Your ability to dream of familiar strangers began manifesting early because your soul already carried memories of multiple journeys. Every time you woke up confused, trying to understand why you felt so much love or longing for someone you had never known, it was your higher consciousness trying to communicate with you, trying to awaken the dormant memories of who you really are. These dreams were preparations, training for the moment, when you would be ready to understand and embrace your true multidimensional nature. During your adolescence, these dreams probably intensified, didn't they? It was as if the universe was turning up the volume of the messages, preparing you to fully awaken. You may have started dreaming not just of familiar faces, but of places you'd never visited, situations you'd never lived, conversations in languages you'd never learned. This happened because your soul was preparing for this phase of life. When you would finally understand that you're not just a human being having a spiritual experience, but rather a multidimensional spiritual being having a temporary human experience. Each dream was a lesson. Each dream encounter was a reconnection with aspects of your own essence that were separated through dimensions to fulfill different missions. Your adolescence was marked by a constant feeling of not completely belonging to this world because, in fact, you don't belong only to this world. Now, as an awakened adult, you can finally understand that these familiar strangers in your dreams are not strangers at all. They are fragments of your own soul family, connections established long before this incarnation, spiritual contracts that transcend linear time. When you dream of someone who awakens inexplicable familiarity in you, you're literally reconnecting with a part of your own cosmic journey. It could be a spiritual guide who has accompanied you through multiple lives, a soul mate who chose to incarnate in a different dimension to support your mission in this life, or even a future or past version of yourself, sending messages through the portals of time. Each encounter is sacred. Each emotion you feel is real and valid. Each message received is a gift from the universe to accelerate your spiritual growth. The emotional intensity you experience in these dreams is one of the most striking characteristics of this experience. It's not a superficial or fleeting emotion. It's something that penetrates to the deepest layers of your being, awakening sensations you didn't even know existed. This intensity happens because you're accessing memories that are engraved not just in your mind, but in every cell of your body, in every fiber of your soul. When you wake up with tears in your eyes, with your heart racing, with a longing that seems to tear your chest, it's because you just reconnected with a part of yourself that was dormant. This sweet pain you feel is the pain of recognition, the joy of reunion mixed with the sadness of dimensional separation. It's your soul celebrating the reconnection while lamenting the impossibility of maintaining this connection on the physical plane. Have you noticed how you can remember vivid details of these dreams, even when you normally have difficulty remembering other dreams? This is not coincidence. Your higher consciousness is ensuring that these messages are preserved in your memory because they contain crucial information for your journey. Every detail you remember, the color of that person's eyes, the tone of their voice, the words that were said, the environment where you met, all of this carries symbolic meanings and coded messages. Your ability to retain these dream memories with such clarity is evidence that you possess natural psychic abilities that are being activated. You're being trained to become a bridge between dimensions, a translator of cosmic messages, a facilitator of interdimensional healing. Recurring dreams with the same unknown people are particularly significant. When the same soul appears repeatedly in your dreams, it's because there's a specific contract between you that needs to be fulfilled, or an important lesson that needs to be learned. These repetitions are like gentle touches from the universe, reminding you that there's something important you need to understand or integrate. It could be that this soul is trying to transmit a specific message, offer healing for past life traumas, or simply maintain the connection active until you meet again on the physical plane. Each repeated encounter adds layers of understanding, deepens the connection, and strengthens your ability to consciously navigate between dimensions. The sensation that these people have important messages for you is absolutely real. They are cosmic messengers, bearers of ancestral wisdom, guardians of knowledge that your soul needs to fulfill its mission in this life. These messages can come in the form of direct words, symbols, sensations, or simply through the energy they transmit. Sometimes their very presence in your dream is the message, a reminder that you're not alone, that you're unconditionally loved, that you're on the right path even when everything seems confusing. Other times, they may offer specific guidance about decisions you need to make, healing you need to seek, or talents you need to develop. Your ability to receive these messages marks you as a chosen one, someone who was designated to serve as a channel between worlds. Some of these familiar strangers are actually your spiritual guides taking human forms to communicate with you in a more accessible way. They know you're more receptive to messages that come through human connections than through ethereal apparitions or disembodied voices. By appearing as familiar people, They can transmit their guidance more effectively, creating an emotional bridge that allows messages to penetrate deeply into your consciousness. These guides have accompanied you through multiple incarnations, intimately know your soul's journey, and are committed to supporting your spiritual growth. When you dream of them, you're literally receiving personalized spiritual consulting, divine guidance adapted specifically to your current needs and challenges. Others are soulmates from parallel or future dimensions, connected to you by bonds that transcend time and space. These connections are so deep, they can cross dimensional barriers to maintain contact with you. They may be living simultaneous lives in other realities, fulfilling missions complementary to yours, and dreams are moments of synchronization between your journeys. When you feel that inexplicable familiarity, it's because you're literally parts of the same cosmic essence, fragments of the same original soul that divided to experience multiple perspectives of existence. These dream encounters are sacred reunions, moments of sharing energy and wisdom between different versions of your own essence. There are also those who are members of your soul family, a group of consciousnesses that chose to incarnate together through multiple lives to mutually support spiritual growth. These are the deepest and most lasting relationships that exist, connections that persist through all incarnations and dimensions. When you dream of them, you're reconnecting with your true cosmic family, those who know you in your purest essence and who have been by your side through all your journeys. These dream encounters are like interdimensional family reunions, moments of renewal of the unconditional love bonds that unite you. The longing you feel upon waking is real because you're literally missing your true family. Perhaps the most fascinating of all are encounters with future or past versions of yourself. Yes, you read correctly. Sometimes these familiar strangers are literally you at different points in your temporal journey. Your higher consciousness has the ability to communicate through time, sending wisdom messages from more experienced versions of yourself, or receiving inspiration from younger and purer aspects of your essence. When you dream of someone who seems incredibly familiar but whom you can't identify, you may be looking at your own temporal reflection. These communications are precious gifts, opportunities to learn from your own future experiences or heal traumas from past lives through the love and understanding of your current version. The ability to distinguish between these different types of connections comes with practice and the development of your intuition. Each type of encounter has a unique energetic signature, a specific emotional quality that you'll learn to recognize. Spiritual guides usually bring a sensation of protection and wisdom. Soulmates awaken passion and deep recognition. Soul family evokes unconditional love and security. And temporal encounters with yourself bring a strange familiarity mixed with revelation. The more you honor these experiences and pay attention to details, the more refined your ability to interpret and understand each encounter will become. These dreams also serve as spiritual DNA activators, awakening dormant capacities in your consciousness. Each encounter with a familiar stranger is like a key that opens new doors in your perception, activating psychic abilities that were waiting for the right moment to emerge. You may begin to notice that your intuition becomes sharper, that you can sense people's emotions around you more clearly, that you have premonitions that come true, or that you can access information about situations without having a logical source for this knowledge. These are signs that your natural gifts are being activated through these sacred dream connections. The frequency of these dreams also carries meaning. If they're becoming more frequent, it's because you're going through a period of spiritual acceleration, a moment when your soul is preparing for a quantum leap in its evolution. The universe is intensifying communications because you're ready to receive and integrate deeper levels of wisdom. If the dreams are sporadic, It may be that you're in a period of integration, processing and applying lessons already received before being ready for the next level of revelations. There's no right or wrong frequency. Each soul has its own rhythm of awakening and growth. Some of these dream encounters also function as interdimensional healings. When you dream of someone who awakens emotions of forgiveness, understanding, or resolution, you may be participating in a healing process that affects not just this life, but multiple incarnations. These are sacred moments of karmic release, opportunities to resolve ancient conflicts, forgive past betrayals, or simply express love that couldn't be communicated in other lives. Your ability to participate in these healings marks you as a lightworker, someone who was chosen to help in elevating collective consciousness through the resolution of interdimensional traumas. The dream technology you're experiencing is actually an advanced form of cosmic communication. While most people use only a small fraction of their brain capacity during sleep, you can access higher frequencies of consciousness, connecting with information networks that exist beyond physical reality. This makes you a pioneer of human evolution, a living example of the potential that all humanity will eventually develop. Your dreams with familiar strangers are evidence that you're operating at a more advanced level of consciousness, preparing the way for others who will follow in your footsteps. Finally, it's important to understand that these dream encounters are also preparations for future physical meetings. Many of the souls you connect with in dreams will eventually cross your path in physical reality, and when this happens, you'll recognize them instantly. That feeling of "we've met before" that we sometimes experience when meeting certain people is often the result of these previous encounters on the dream plane. The universe is literally preparing you to recognize and connect with the right people at the right time, facilitating encounters that are essential for fulfilling your spiritual mission in this life. Now that you understand the sacred nature of your dreams with familiar strangers, it's time to transform this understanding into conscious action. The first fundamental step is to create a dream journal dedicated exclusively to these interdimensional experiences. We're not talking about a simple notebook where you jot down random dreams. We're talking about a sacred record, an archive of cosmic communications that will become your most valuable tool for deciphering the messages the universe is sending. Keep this journal beside your bed, and the moment you wake from one of these special encounters, immediately record all the details you can remember. The person's appearance, the emotions you felt, the words that were said, the dream environment, and especially the energetic sensation that remained with you. Over time, you'll begin to identify patterns, recurring symbols, and messages that connect, creating a map of your interdimensional journey that will reveal deep aspects of your purpose and mission in this life. Regular meditation practice becomes essential to strengthen your connection with higher consciousness and amplify your ability to receive and interpret these sacred communications. Dedicate at least 20 minutes daily to meditate specifically with the intention of connecting with your spiritual guides and soul family. During these meditations, visualize yourself creating bridges of light between dimensions, opening communication channels that will remain active even during your sleep. Practice conscious breathing, focusing on expanding your energy beyond the physical limits of your body, allowing your consciousness to navigate freely through the higher planes. This practice will not only intensify your interdimensional dreams, but also develop your ability to receive intuitive guidance during waking state, transforming you into an increasingly clear channel for cosmic wisdom. Developing lucid dreaming techniques will be your most powerful tool for transforming these passive encounters into active and conscious communications. Start practicing reality checks during the day. Look at your hands. Question whether you're dreaming. Observe details of the environment around you. Before sleeping, program your mind with the clear intention of becoming conscious during dreams with familiar strangers. When you manage to achieve lucidity during these encounters, you'll be able to ask direct questions, request specific guidance, and even ask to be taken to places or dimensions where you can receive deeper teachings. This ability will transform you from a passive receiver into an active participant in your own spiritual evolution, allowing you to dramatically accelerate your growth and understanding. Cultivating absolute trust in your intuition and psychic abilities is fundamental to fully integrating these experiences into your daily life. Stop questioning whether these experiences are real or imaginary. They are as real as any other experience in your life. They just happen at a different frequency of reality. Begin to trust the sensations, impressions, and knowledge you receive through these encounters, even when your rational mind tries to dismiss this information. Practice following your intuition in everyday situations, thus validating your ability to access wisdom beyond logical knowledge. The more you honor and trust your natural gifts, the more they will expand and refine, transforming you into a true interdimensional navigator. Interpreting the messages received in these dreams requires both an intuitive and symbolic approach. Learn the language of universal symbols, but also develop your own personal dictionary of meanings based on your unique experiences and resonances. When a specific person appears repeatedly in your dreams, ask yourself what qualities they represent, what emotions they awaken, what lessons they might be trying to teach. Use free association techniques, contemplative meditation, and even expressive art to explore the deeper layers of meaning behind each encounter. Remember that the most important messages often come through sensations and energies, not just through words. So learn to read the energetic language that permeates these sacred encounters. We've reached the end of this revealing journey, but actually, this is just the beginning of your true adventure as a conscious navigator between dimensions. What you discovered today is not just information. It's a master key that opens the doors to a completely new understanding of who you are and what your role is in the great cosmic plan. Your dreams with familiar strangers are not anomalies or psychological curiosities. They are sacred communications, reconnections with your soul family, and living evidence that you are one of the chosen to serve as a bridge between worlds. Each dream encounter is an opportunity for growth, healing, and consciousness expansion that brings you ever closer to your true purpose in this incarnation. You now possess the knowledge and tools necessary to transform these mystical experiences into a powerful and transformative spiritual practice. Remember that you are not just an ordinary human being living an ordinary life. You are a multi-dimensional consciousness with access to ancestral wisdom, cosmic connections, and abilities that most people don't even imagine exist. Your dreams are sacred portals, your dream encounters are divine meetings, and your ability to navigate between dimensions is a precious gift that should be honored, developed, and used for the greater good. Trust your journey, trust your gifts, and especially, trust yourself as the magnificent and powerful being you truly are. Now I need your help to expand this message and reach other awakened souls who are going through the same experiences as you. In the comments below, share which dream with a familiar stranger marked your life the most. Describe the emotions you felt and how it changed your perspective on reality. Your experience might be exactly what another person needs to hear to validate their own spiritual journey. If this video resonated with your soul, share it with those friends you know are also awakened souls, those who question the nature of reality and seek answers beyond the conventional. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any revelation that can accelerate your spiritual awakening. And if you feel you're ready to dive even deeper into this journey of self-knowledge and development of your psychic gifts, consider joining our member community, where we share exclusive teachings and advanced practices for chosen ones like you. Until our next meeting, continue honoring your multidimensional nature, and remember, you are never alone on this cosmic journey. May the light of the universe continue illuminating your path, awakened soul.